starting. Here we are. We are live. So hello, ladies. How are we doing tonight?
Hi.
Doing great. How are you? How has it been?
Yeah, good. It was so good. I teach that class at 7 p.m. every Monday night, and it's always one of like the best classes of the week. Like people come in there and they are just like, it is Monday. We are
Ready to go. Yeah.
Man, so it was really, really good.
Love it.
But I'm glad it's done.
Sounds like a great way to clear your head after a Monday.
It's such a great way. So obviously, welcome guys to the Google Hangout. I'm Olivia, and then of course Courtney and Hannah are here. I feel like we're like the three musketeers by this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
we have a special guest. Who's our special guest?
Yeah, why don't you introduce Hannah?
Okay, so we have a very special guest today who has come all the way from Cruise Land to hang out with us tonight. This is Kirsten Sanchez. She works for Carnival. And she has really helped us along the way with Todd Crawford, of course, and getting us to know the company. And she's the one that set up the great tour, the video that you guys loved, and she's been the one that's been briefing Olivia, Courtney, and I on the ship and all kinds of other things and getting us first on all things cruise. So, Kirsten, we're so excited. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you so much, ladies. It's so great to join you all this evening. So as you mentioned, my name is Kirsten. So I am one of the business development directors for Carnival Cruise Lines. I'll tell you, I am basically like the behind-the-scenes support. So if you are joining on this cruise with the fitness cruise, so I'm Todd's behind-the-scenes support. I'm all the ladies behind-the-scenes support. So just know you've got a whole team working behind you to make sure you're going to have the perfect vacation, perfect experience, and have a great time. And on behalf of Carnival Cruise Line, I know we're all excited about that, right?
Yes.
On behalf of Carnival Cruise Line, I want to formally invite you and thank you for joining us and considering joining us on the fitness cruise. So it is next November. I know the ladies have been filling you in on a lot of the information, but it's next November 12th of 2017, so we've got plenty of time to plan, and it's on our brand new ship, the Carnival Vista. This is our newest baby. She has all the bells and whistles, all really cool features on board, the biggest ship in our fleet, and she'll be sailing from Miami. So not only do you get the newest, biggest, coolest ship out there, you get to cruise with these girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I mean, we wouldn't have it any other way. Am I right, guys?
That's right.
Absolutely.
For our followers. We love it.
I can tell you, just so the viewers know this as well, the ladies toured the ship in New York, and we've got a whole team of Carnival people that want to come. So It's not just you guys hosting us on board or you're hosting the group on board. We want to become part of your group.
Yes.
I love it.
Bring it on.
So if you've never cruised before, easy vacation. Basically, everything's included in your price, all of your accommodations, your dining, your entertainment. So you've got all that available to you, but what we're doing with the fitness cruise is we're going to customize it a little bit more. We're going to do some fitness classes. We're going to do some breakout sessions. We'll have some seminars. We'll do some group activities. Some things may be optional. Well, just about everything's going to be optional, but you're going to want to go to everything. So not only do you get the cruise, but you get some of the great seminars and the classes that the ladies are doing as well. And some fun things, too. It's not all going to be boot camp.
Of course not.
Okay, so I have a question because I've never cruised before, and I am so excited that this is going to be like my first cruise experience. So, like, once we get on the ship, are there going to be, is there like extra stuff that I can add to like my vacation experience once I'm on the boat?
So that's a good question. So just about everything's going to be included. We do have, first of all, let me tell you, dining on board a cruise, fantastic. And I think I've seen some of your other hangouts, and we're not going to go all hardcore, right?
No.
Right, no.
We're not watching everything we eat.
I'm saving up for this cruise now, I'm telling you.
Exactly. That's right before the cruise. Once you're on board, have a good time, enjoy yourself. There's some phenomenal dining on board that's all included in the cruise, but there are some different venues you can go to if you were looking for, maybe you're going with a significant other or a bunch of girls and you just wanted to do a special dinner one night. So we do have a lot of alternative dining restaurants that may have a small charge with them. We do sushi on board. So sushi, I don't know about you girls, but I love sushi.
Yeah, me too.
Love sushi, so that's something you could do. We also have a full-service spa on board, so if we do a particularly tough workout, I know we've talked about doing the spinning classes on board.
Yes.
Or maybe add a nice massage in the afternoon or on one of the
like that.
Also, when you're in the ports of call, there's some shore excursions you could do. So we go to the ports and you get off and you're free to you're welcome to roam however you'd like and explore the cities. But you can also do shore excursions, and these are tours that the cruise line sets up. Things like in Jamaica, they've got Dunn's River Falls, which are this set of falls that you climb. Really, really cool. It's freezing cold water. But everybody gets in it and sort of joins hands and climbs the rocks together. You could do something like that. Yeah, swim with the stingrays in Grand Cayman. So there's some really cool tours you can do in the ports as well.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea that, like, you know, like we're going to have some things that are, like, set, and, of course, everything is always optional. Like, you may wake up, you know, on one day and be like, you know what, today I need to take a me day, and that is what we want you to do, obviously. But I love that we'll have our set things that you're welcome to join or not join, but then we have, like, these extra things, like maybe midweek a smaller group from the group says, hey, you know, if anybody wants to go do that rock climbing activity or whatever, we can all, like, go do it together. And I think that would be such a neat way to really make it very personalized and not just like some, you know, we want to have all those amazing seminars and everything like that be the meat of what we do, but also I love the idea that we can branch off and spend time in different ways as well. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned me time. So one thing that Carnival's known for, if you've never been on a cruise or if you've never been on a Carnival cruise, we're all about having fun. It's all about having fun in a laid-back atmosphere, but we pretty much keep that fun going until about 3 in the morning. So the nightclub stays open. Are any of you girls dancers? Do you like dancing?
Yes.
A little bit.
Move over, Beyonce. Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. I'm a terrible dancer, but I have exactly. I'm gonna be like.
My husband thinks he's Mark Anthony, so yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
And I can attest to that. Hannah and Pate's wedding, I was so sad because I was so pregnant at their wedding that I couldn't like dance with everybody because her husband can cut a rug. I'm telling you what.
He really can.
I mean,
he really
at Courtney's
can.
wedding, I had to be like, it's time for Courtney and Alex's dance. Get off the dance floor. Like,
So we're going to be doing some dance cardio at 3 in the morning. I'm all about it.
Absolutely. So let me ask, does Pace dance salsa?
Actually, he does. He does, actually, yes.
Well, let me tell you something really cool on this one. So on this ship, we've got a whole area called the Havana Pool and Bar Area. We've got live music playing merengue and salsa and bachata. So
how cool.
Music. And it opens up onto this pool deck, and at night we've got this uplighting like South Beach and, you know, the mojitos, and you've got the Cuba Libres and all kinds of drinks and music, and it's just a whole fun atmosphere.
Oh, he's going to love that.
Yeah.
So fun.
Where I was going with that is we do keep the party going until late at night, so in the morning you may need a little me time.
That's
sure.
And I know you were saying before, like, it's so awesome to have the option. Like, if you want to have breakfast in your room, you could do that, or you can meet us. We'll be at the dining, you know, where all the food and everything is, if you want to come and have breakfast with all of us. But I love that there are all those different options within our schedule that you can really like customize this to whatever is gonna make your vacation the most relaxing and the most enjoyable.
Absolutely. So when you talk about dining, we've got a buffet-style dining. It's called our Lido deck. That's where we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet style. But we also have a formal dining room. So what's going to happen is most of the time people don't go to the formal dining room for breakfast and lunch. They don't want to get all dressy. They're in their bathing suits or they're in their workout gear. And so they just go to the buffet during the day. But in the evenings, that's when everyone gets dressed up. And that's really when we'll all be seated together. So we're all going to be together as a group in the main dining room, and we'll have dinner together every evening. And again, when I say dressy, it's something you'd wear out maybe on a nice dinner date with your husband or your significant other. It's nothing too fancy. Just to a nice casual restaurant. We do have on this ship or on this particular cruise, we'll have one formal night. We call it a cruise elegant night, where people get a little dressier, like with the cocktail dresses. You see people going all out with full-length gowns in some cases, or some people just in a nice, simple church dress. So I know I'm talking more to the women right now.
Yeah.
We need to know these things.
I mean,
I love it. I love it.
Hannah, Courtney, and I will tell you, we're all like beauty junkies. Like, we'll love to like every night, like, you know, paint our face up.
Glam out, yeah.
Right? And come out and get it's fun to get dressed up at night. I think that's fun.
Exactly. When else do you get the opportunity to do that?
Never.
And go out with the girls and then go dancing until 1, 3 in the morning.
That's right.
So fun.
So much.
I have a question about the sky ride. Is that what it's called? The sky ride?
Yeah.
Because like as I've gotten older, I've become like afraid of heights. I'm like turning into my mother, I think. But I don't know. I just kind of want to know more about it. Like, so is it basically just like a bike ride around, or can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad you went there, because when we were talking about doing activities on your own, I was totally thinking that whole sports square area. We've got the back of the ship with all kinds of really cool features like miniature golf. There's a ropes course where we harness you in and you go through and you do the different elements. But one of the highlights on this particular ship is something we call Sky Ride. So it is 2 steel rails. They're suspended off the back of the ship 150 feet above the water. And basically below it are these little recumbent bikes. So you've got 2 of them that run side by side on those 2 rails, and it's a recumbent bike. They strap you in, you're secure, but you bike yourself all around that track. And so you can, if you wanted to, you could race someone. It's completely safe. Remember, you're strapped in. And the question I keep getting over and over again, what happens if you just get paralyzed with fear and get stuck out over the water?
Oh, no.
They will actually send a car out to come and push you in.
Oh my gosh.
So there is a way to rescue you. But the cool thing is you're racing someone, and then there's a slight incline, and at some point it crisscrosses, and then if you were on the outside, you wind up on the inside, and vice versa.
That's
Very
cool.
So I haven't personally tried it just yet. The ship's over in Europe, but I'm dying to try it. Everybody just raves and raves. You get spectacular 360-degree views. You get a little bit of a bike ride. I mean, it's a little extra. We're still having fun.
That's exciting. I got to work myself up to be able to do it, because I'm like, just looking at it kind of freaks me out, but I really want to do it, you know? I don't know. It looks so cool.
Well, the good thing is, like you said, being strapped in, you can't fall off this bike. So that's great, you know?
Right.
Courtney, you should make Marcy do it with you.
I'm going to, because remember, she always used to be so afraid of heights.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She still is, but I'm like turning into her, you guys. It's crazy. I used to be fearless, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, heights. It's crazy.
I will tell you, we've got a VP who's in his mid-50s. He did the Sky Ride, and he does admit to screaming like a little girl at one point.
I love that. That is so great. So it's so funny. I just have to throw this in there really quick. We had one comment from, let me scroll back up. There's so many. From Dixie Snipes, which, hello, Dixie. 446 days. She started the countdown already.
Wow. I love it.
Excited.
She also says she will dance only if there are no videos taken.
Oh, okay. So Dixie also said she'll dance if there are no videos taken. So
no problem.
Okay.
We'll keep the paparazzi at bay. Believe me, I don't want anybody.
I don't want any videos of me dancing either.
Ditto.
Although, Olivia, I've got to tell you, so just so all the viewers know, too, we do have social media plans on board. They're roughly $5 a day, so we're talking about adding things on. So potentially somebody could video you and put it on Instagram.
Oh, no.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm sure by 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to care if anybody videotapes me or not. So, but that's really fun.
I love that Dixie started the countdown already.
I know. That's so cool. It makes it more real, you know, because sometimes I know it does feel like it's kind of far in the distance, but really, if you think about it, I mean, this time it's going to go by so fast. And we're there, you know.
Time flies now. It's nuts. Like, it just flies. It's going to come very quickly.
It's going to be Christmas before you know it.
Yeah.
It really is. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, while we're talking about time, I think one of the reasons why we look so far out is this was the first ever fitness cruise that we're doing. So we wanted to make sure we got it right. We wanted to give everyone plenty of time to clear their schedules and to make payments.
That's right.
Perfect.
And we really love that because, all of us, I mean, we're all of the same age group. We're all young people. And, sometimes we want everybody, we don't want this to be a stress thing either. We want, somebody said in our last hangout, they were like, man, there's birthdays and Christmases and Mother's Days and so many holidays between now and then where you can ask people to say, hey, if you can't think of a gift for me, maybe in my stocking you can put a little cruise gift in there, or whatever. And I love that idea that it doesn't, we have time. You just have to put your deposit down to save your spot, obviously. But beyond that, you can make your payments. And then when you go on the cruise, you can just enjoy it because you've made provisions already for it. And I love that idea.
And it's already paid off. You know, I think that's a great idea for holidays, asking for a gift. If any of the viewers do love that idea and want to pass it along to their friends and family, just about all major retailers do have the gift cards. I know you see the kiosks in all the grocery stores and the drug stores, and they could have friends and family purchase that, and it can be applied towards this cruise as well.
Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that. That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. So, Ben, you can put some money in my stocking for those 3 a.m. you're drinking.
No, I need the soda plan.
So, yeah, also, I was going to ask you about this because, again, I'm brand new to cruising. Now, I know, you know, all of your, like, food and stuff is included in things. Now, there were like a couple of different packages, I think, for drinks and everything. Can you explain that to us a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. So when I say it includes just about everything, so the additional things are going to be tours that you do, any souvenirs, pictures, and alcoholic beverages are not included in that cruise price. Okay. So our pricing on board tends to run comparable to what you'd find at a restaurant, but a lot of folks like to be able to budget. And I'll tell you, I've been with Carnival for a while now, and there were years in the past where I go with friends and family, and at the very end, you get like this phone book of a bill and go, oh my goodness, what did I do?
Right.
Vacation and had a little too much fun.
Right.
So if there are people who are interested, it's obviously not going to be for everyone, but there is a drink package that you can purchase. It's $49.95 per person per day. So, it's too late at night. I've got to get my calculator out.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. That we can all do the math if we need.
So it does give you a way to control your cost. That would include all of your drinks on board. We do all drinks priced $50 and lower. It also includes things like smoothies, specialty coffees, your Rockstar energy drinks, your bottled water, all that good stuff.
That's nice. And you know, for some people, is a really, really good deal. So I like.
That will barely cover Olivia's coffee addiction.
I mean, you're kidding.
Me and Olivia will need that for their iced coffees all day.
I'm pretty much like a rat on crack all the time, and it's because of the coffee, for sure.
Oh, by the way, we've got Cuban coffee in that Havana Club.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my God. So good. And Hannah, you won't be pregnant, so you'll be able to have Cuban coffee.
I can't imagine a time where I'm not pregnant right now. I can't even imagine. I can barely, my face is so swollen, I'm trying to open my eyes so I can see everybody.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, my gosh. So I know Hannah's just like thinking, oh, man, I'm going to be able to do all of this without having a baby inside me. How great is that?
I can't imagine being able to walk fast and all this kind of fun and ride on a sky ride and drink margarita. I just can't wait. I'm making my list. Don't worry.
Good. We'll see you again, and we'll check back with you in another 3 months. And
right.
Once the baby's born, and you have time to get settled in.
Yeah.
That's right. And then I know when Hannah and I toured the boat, one of our most fun things that we loved was around the pool. There was the Guy Fieri's burger. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It's
burger joint.
Guy's Burger Joint. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It was so cool.
I took a mental picture of that.
Those burgers are pretty amazing.
I mean, we smelled it coming down the stairs. Like, I was like, what's that smell? What's that smell? And the woman who was giving us our tour, who was so nice, she was like, oh, guys, you got to come see this. And it was so, I just loved it. It was like people having, like, burgers by the pool. It was so awesome. So I'm definitely saving some calories leading up to time for burgers at Guy's. I'm like ready for that.
Yeah, they're great. It's a partnership with Guy Fieri. They're made to order burgers out by the pool. They're complimentary. There's a whole toppings bar. They're like going to a Five Guys. I'm sure most of you have been to a Five Guys burgers with those big sloppy hamburgers and French fries. And then on the other side you've got the Blue Iguana Cantina, which are made to order burritos and tacos, kind of like a Chipotle's or Moe's.
Yeah.
And they also do breakfast over at the Blue Iguana Cantina. So you get your huevos rancheros. They do breakfast burritos.
Wow. You are speaking my language. You are.
I know. Give me Mexican food. Which, by the way, we're going to Mexico.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God.
Also Todd. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Just left a comment and said also there's a new Guy's barbecue place coming to the Visca along with the Guy's Burger Joint.
Ooh, barbecue too.
Barbecue, which I think would be amazing too. And then one of our viewers, Sidge, who we know and have met actually,
Midge! Oh.
that she's taking donations for the booze fund. Yes, love it.
Yes. Hey, can I tell Sidge something else that she'll find on board?
Yes.
So we added this ship is the first one that has a brewery too. I don't know if she's a beer
Oh,
drinker,
wow.
but we're making our own craft beers while you're cruising.
Oh, I love that.
That is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's
Wow.
My dad is gonna be in heaven.
Kevin's going to love that.
Kev, that's what we're gonna be like. Where's Kev in the brewery? You know.
In the brewery.
Absolutely, the whole time.
And I don't know why. I mean, people are gonna watch this broadcast back and be like, "Man, those girls are like, I'm really
ready to have fun.
and I like to live it up."
Because you work so hard during the year, and so when you go on vacation, you want to be able to enjoy yourself. And,
Right.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah, a couple other things that you can expect with this ship. We've got our first ever IMAX theater on. So if you wanted to catch a movie, I think they're running right now Batman versus Superman or some of those superhero. One superhero versus another one, but in IMAX. And then
That's so fun.
yeah, so
Oh, Kirsten, I'm so glad you said that about the brewery. Now we've got all these women leaving comments saying, "Oh my gosh, my husband is he was on the fence, now he's in. He's in."
Good. So you go to this little Caribbean-themed pub. It's called the Red Frog Pub. You've got live music like Jimmy Buffett and Zach Brown Band and Bob Marley, somebody playing live. And on the tables, you have your own private beer dispenser, basically. You swipe your card, put your glass under it.
wow.
Oh my gosh.
Zach Brown Band and Courtney was in. Courtney.
Yeah, I was in. I don't even like beer, but I'm in.
I totally saw your face, Courtney. Courtney was
I love
like this.
Zach Brown.
Well, now he actually won't be on the ships, but someone.
I know, but hey, you can just chill and listen the whole time. I love it.
That's right. That's true.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Are any of you ladies, are you casino players?
I like a good slot machine. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Anna.
And blackjack. Don't forget blackjack.
Oh yes.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. You'll find my mom at the blackjack table. There we go.
No,
We're going to have the whole crew everywhere, scattered throughout the ship.
Well, there's a place for everyone in Courtney's family.
There really is.
I will say a little known fact. Hannah did used to deal blackjack. Am I right,
I
Hannah?
did for office parties for extra money on the weekends. I sure
I
did.
didn't know that.
I did. I wore
Fun
the fake
fact.
tuxedo and everything.
Isn't that hilarious?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how to count cards, do you?
No, oh no.
No, she's not that good. You did it a lot.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I opened up the thing so I could see comments. I
Yeah.
can't see any.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out while we keep talking.
Okay.
You guys who are joining us, if you have any questions that you would like to ask us or ask Kirsten, just go ahead and just start leaving them, and we will answer them live. And we're just gonna continue chatting as you guys start to leave comments or whatever. So yeah.
So, have you ladies been to the Caribbean? I think that Hannah probably went on one with her cruise, right?
I did. So I went to kind of the same places, but it was a cruise line that's no longer, it was in the 90s. So
I remember talking about it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so November should be beautiful. You know,
Oh, good. Oh, the weather, right.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little cooler back home. It's going to be gorgeous. It should be in the high 70s, low 80s. We should have perfect weather.
Oh.
Jamaica is gorgeous. It's just this beautiful, lush green island. There's all kinds of really cool things to do. I mentioned climbing the falls is one of them. If you go to Grand Cayman, they're famous for their 7 Mile Beach. Actually, they're famous for black pearls and also rum cake as well.
I
like that idea.
But there's this beautiful stretch of 7 miles of this powder white sand and beautiful water. A lot of folks go out there. People go and swim with the stingrays, which they kind of feel like big portobello mushrooms.
Oh my gosh.
And then Cozumel, Mexico is always a lot of fun. You've got, not only is it Mexico and you've got margaritas, but you also have ATV tours, horseback riding, snorkeling, diving, beautiful beaches down there as well. So I think the time of year you guys are going is perfect.
That's so awesome. We did have one question. Somebody was just asking about, could you talk about the different room options? Because I know we've mentioned that there are different room options, and I know Todd has been also kind of helping people, but she says, could you mention the different room options and the differences between each room that's like listed on the site?
Sure, sure, absolutely. So the three types of rooms, or the three main types of rooms you're going to find on the ship, are interior, ocean view, and balcony. So interior and ocean view are basically going to be the same type of room. The difference is an interior room, you've got no window. I will tell you, it's the best sleep you're ever going to get in your life. You're not sure if it's 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
Relaxing. But always tends to be the more affordable one as well. Ocean view, you do get a nice picture window. I will tell you, on this class of ship, there's not a lot of ocean view rooms, just because it is such a big ship. We decided to put the majority of the rooms as balconies. So ocean view, you'll notice if you go to the website, it says please call for pricing. So if you call Todd for pricing, he can price one of those out for you. If you do have kids, or if you're cruising with kids or bringing them along, or if you're going with a bunch of girls, many of the ocean view rooms do have double bathrooms as well.
Oh, wow.
One with a shower and one with a junior tub. But just because they're so limited, they're based on availability. So you have to call to book those, or you have to call to get the pricing. The balcony rooms, the majority of the ship is balcony. They're going to be about 220 square feet. And I'll tell you, if you've never been on a cruise before, I will tell you, our rooms are on average the largest average size staterooms. They're not hugely spacious, though, on any cruise line. So when you get in, they're going to be 220 is a decent size. That includes your balcony. Private balconies are nice to have. You've got the balcony you can step out on. If you've got a bunch of folks who get cabins all in a row, there's partitions between each of the balconies. You could potentially open all of those up, and people could walk back and forth between each of the rooms. So that would be a nice option if you've got a bunch of friends going.
Oh, I love
Great
that
idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, have Todd go ahead and make sure that you're all in a row when he books your cabins. But one thing I know Todd had mentioned to me earlier is he wanted me to explain double occupancy.
Yes.
So all of our rooms on board, interior, ocean view, and balcony, they're all based on 2 people in the room. So all of the rooms have 2 twin-size beds that convert to a king-size bed. So if you're in with a significant other, we put them together. If you're not, we keep them apart. So because all the rooms hold 2 people, everything is based on 2 people in the room. So if you're going as a single, it's 200%. You basically have to pay for 2 people, even if there's only 1 person in the room. And I believe you all are doing a matchup, right? Where you're
Yes.
Okay. So that's where that matchup would come in, and would be handy to have a friend go along with you, rather than you paying 200% for just you in the room.
Right. Okay.
Now, there are some rooms, too, that will hold 3 and 4 people. So if you decide to take some friends with you, or if you have kids, or if you have sisters or brothers or whoever you want to room with, and you want to do 3 or 4 in a room, there's a limited number of those, but we can book those, too, in all of those types of rooms.
Now, were those the ones, like I know Hannah and I saw a few that had, like, they were almost like bunk beds that they had. Is that those rooms, or are those just the regular double occupancy?
No, regular double occupancy, they're both going to be beds on the ground.
Okay.
But anytime you put a 3rd or 4th in, it could be like a pull-out bed that would be like a bunk bed. It basically goes up into the ceiling during the day, and then at night they put it down. And
Oh, wow.
Those were so cool. Like, I'm telling you, when they were explaining it to us at first, Hannah and I were like, what?
It was confusing, but once we saw it, it was really neat.
It was, so I kept saying, I kind of want to sleep in that thing, in the thing that goes.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ben, you got to sleep on the little twin bed by the wall. I'm gonna sleep in the ceiling bed.
I was also surprised when we went to the balcony room how large the balcony was. Like, I thought maybe 1 person could get out there, but the balcony was a pretty great. It was a decent size.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
yeah, it's a comfortable enough. There's 2 chairs out there and a little table. So
You
a
can
lot
have
of
your coffee. You can take your breakfast out there if you want.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
haven't been on any other cruise ship, but I will say, all the rooms I thought they were a lot more spacious than what I was expecting. Because you always hear about cruise ships like this isn't like some massive luxury hotel room where you're gonna have just like droves of space. But it was very like all the rooms, even the
inside stateroom.
Yeah, they were completely. I don't know. I felt like there was plenty of room, that you would have plenty of room for your luggage and everything. And let's be honest, outside of sleeping, we're not going to be hanging out in our rooms.
No.
We've got this huge, gorgeous ship. Why? You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So,
And it was really cool to watch Olivia kind of go through, because I've been on a cruise ship before, but it's been many years. But to watch her go through, and she was like, "This is like a floating shopping mall / city / like entertainment. Like it's almost like you're inside a big, I don't know, building or something. Like it's just the neatest thing. And there's so many different things. Like there was like a makeup store and a watch store, and there was this huge candy store that we were trying to break into while we were there. There was like, and everywhere we turned around, there was like something new. It was just really a cool thing to see all of it.
And I'll be honest, like I one of the reasons why, and Hannah will tell you that one of the reasons why I haven't gone on a cruise, because I do get kind of nervous on boats.
Sure.
Like I'm just one of those people. It just makes me a little nervous. But when I got on the boat, it didn't feel like a boat, if that makes sense. Like,
Right.
Like I felt so comfortable, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't be nervous at all being on this. You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage people, if you've never gone on a cruise before and you are a little nervous, you know, like me, we'll all be doing it together. And I'm telling you, like, I went on and I asked Hannah, I didn't want to leave. I was like, oh, I want to go right now.
We wanted to go right then, and you forget how much there is to do on the actual boat. So, like, you know, when you first see the schedule, you're like, oh, how many days at sea? Like, what do you do all day? I mean, on the ship that we were on, which the Vista is even bigger than the one that we toured, there was on every corner there was something. Everyone was busy doing things. Like when the people had come on the ship, because we boarded with the group that was actually leaving that night for their cruise. I mean, everyone knew what to do. Everyone was busy. Everyone was eating and drinking and partying and shopping. It was like everyone was just. It was the coolest thing. Just to watch.
I'm excited to experience it. It's going to be my first experience on any cruise. So it's just like it sounds just like a little city, you know, and that's
exactly what it's like.
That's so cool to me. I just can't wait.
And you know, Courtney, I'm so excited for you. So excited for both you and Olivia, all three of you really. But the first-time cruisers, especially if any of the viewers have never cruised before, that's really the fun part for me. You know, I've actually been with the company 17 years now, and that's my favorite thing, is to see the first-timers go on board, because it's a whole city. It's the size of a building, and it's self-contained. The one we're going on holds about 4,000 people. If you do all the triples, quads, and quints, about 5,000, and then all the staff. But it's got all the functions that you would have of a normal city or hotel or resort that you go to. One thing that I know a lot of first-time cruisers get a little worried about. You know, I know Olivia, you mentioned that you had a little trip. You were a little nervous about going. Maybe
nervous. A little nervous. And some people worry about the motion, or they've been out on a smaller vessel and gotten tossed around. The nice thing is, in November, we're at the very end of hurricane season, so should be smooth as glass going down in the Caribbean. Also, these ships are so big, they do have stabilizers on them. You might feel a little bit of this, not a huge amount. I'll tell you, when you come home, you'll be standing in the shower doing this, though. You notice it when you're on board and you come home and you're doing a little of this.
I love that.
It's called the post-cruise sway.
Right.
I love it.
Now, what's really funny is I get on a treadmill when I come home. We do have treadmills on board the ship, but I get on the treadmills at home on stable ground on, terra firma, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm all over the place.
So funny.
I love it. It's extra stabilizing exercises.
That's right.
I love that.
We do have a whole fitness center on board. You know, I know that's one of our purposes, is to promote fitness too, even though, we're not going to be watching ourselves that closely, but we're going to hopefully do a few activities. But we do have a full fitness center on the ship with the cardio equipment. There's free weights, there's pressurized weights, there's, you guys are going to be doing your fitness classes on board. There's basketball court, volleyball court, there's a running track. There's plenty of opportunities to stay in shape too.
It's so huge, and I love the fact that the gym was kind of connected to the spa, so you could literally go work out and then go sit in the sauna or go sit in the steam room. So everything was connected. The locker rooms were so nice, and everything was just really state of the art. It was really nice to see that. I was expecting like a hotel gym. I don't know what I was expecting, but we walked in and we were like, and the views, to be able to work out to those views was really cool.
That's what I was gonna say. You are never gonna get a better view from a treadmill in your life than that, for sure.
I always think it's funny, though. We have the rowing machines like right in the very front of the window of the ship. You actually feel like you're rowing at some point. There we go.
I think that's so cool.
Okay, this is a good question from Chris W. First of all, hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I know, we love it when we get the dudes on here. Yes,
that's right.
So if you do the unlimited drink package, does that include the brewery? I mean, these are important questions, Chris. I'm with you on that one. Does that include the brewery?
You know, it's funny, I just had that question today. So it does include the craft beers in the brewery. It does not include anything that you're swiping, though. Like if you're doing those, they're enigmatic beer dispensers, basically. You have to order it from the staff in there. But otherwise, it includes the beers. And just as a side note, it seems the brewery is a big hit. There's 4 different types of beers. So we've got our private label Thirsty Frog Red, which is an amber beer. We also have our Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat, a Thirsty Frog Caribbean IPA, and then we've got one called Frisky Frog Java Stout.
Oh, wow.
So
a coffee beer.
Frog themed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No extra frogs in them.
Is a girl. Sorry, Chris.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
You know what? It was so funny, Courtney, because the second I said it, I said, "You watch. This is probably a female." So I am so sorry, Chris. I'm even more excited to have another girl. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
A lady power with a little side of husbands and boyfriends and whatever.
Sorry, Chris.
Hey, sorry, Chris. The other question was, she said spin bikes, take spin shoes, or just regular gym shoes, and that's something we can check out. I'm not sure if you know that, Kirsten, off the top of your head.
I don't, because we're going to be doing, I think we're going to be bringing those bikes on board to do the spin.
Right. I have a feeling it will be, they will accept both. I have a feeling one side will be a clip-in, the other side will be a cage type thing, I think. But again, just stay, we will get that information to you.
And just to add on to that, we're going to do a customized, we're going to work with Kirsten on this, Courtney, Olivia, and I, we're going to do a customized packing list for everyone when we get closer. Kirsten, you can help us come up with that on the must-haves to bring, so we'll make sure and say, if you want to clip into the bikes, have this kind of shoe, you know, we'll make sure that we have that on our packing list.
Yeah, we'll make sure everyone's ready.
And this is going to be a simple question. Maybe sometimes I'm a simple person. But how about things like, you know, I know towels will be provided in the rooms. How about like around like the pool and stuff? Is it something that you need to bring your own like beach towel, or is that something provided by the ship?
Oh, that's a great question. No, we've got beach towels. So basically what will happen, you're in your stateroom, your cabin gets serviced twice a day. So your stateroom steward comes by in the morning, cleans everything up, and then in the afternoon you come in and you kind of go through and the room's a disaster, and you go to dinner, he comes and fixes it up, and he puts clean towels out for you, both for in the bathroom, for the shower when you're bathing yourself, and also beach towels.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So those beach towels are available. If you happen to leave them in the room, there's a place you can check them out up on the Lido deck, which is our main pool area. So you can always check them out as well. So we provide the towels. Those are all available.
Great.
And I know, speaking of the pool, and I wanted to ask this anyways, I know on the ship that we toured, they had like kind of like a pool for everybody. They had a little area for the kiddos, and then they also had an adults-only pool. Is that going to be kind of a similar situation on the Vista?
So very similar, not quite the same setup, because the one that you were on had the waterfall there. Yes. This one has the main pool area, so this is kind of where the heart of the ship. A lot of entertainment during the day. There's live bands playing out there. They do all kinds of really silly contests. And
I love it.
I love a contest.
There's also this. Yeah, there's a huge movie theater out there, too. We call it our Seaside Theater. So we do a morning show. There's concerts playing. I think on one of my cruises, it was a little surreal. I was sitting in the middle of the Caribbean watching Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, that's
a funny thing to be showing. But so during the day, they're showing different things, and in the evening, we show movies. So you've got that pool area, and then you've got an area we call the adults-only Serenity area. So I think that's the one you saw on the other ship.
Yes.
This one's in the very front of the ship. We've got hammocks up there, nice plush lounge furniture, clamshells. We also have cantilevered whirlpools that are kind of positioned right on the edge where you get some nice ocean views sitting up there.
Oh, cool.
And we've got a chopped salad bar there, too. So while you're out there relaxing, if you want something nice and cool and refreshing, there's a pre-made menu where you can go through and choose your own meats and dressing and your greens and veggies and have them chop it up for you.
I love chopped salad.
So do we have to leave after a week, or can we just?
That's the thing. I'm like, is there like a month-long cruise? We can go.
Yeah.
If you want to just hire us as professional cruisers, I'm sure we could make that work for you.
Right.
I'm sure we can figure something out, right?
We don't have to study the ship plan, so we know exactly where to go the second we get on, so we can do everything.
But I just wanted to like clarify that, because I know for a lot of people, I mean, you know, anytime you have a large group of people, you're going to have a bunch of different age groups of people in different periods of their life, and I just want people to know that, you know, some people will be bringing their kids, and there's an area for that, and we can all hang out there. There's an adults only if you just want to have some more, me time or some really like chill vibes, or maybe it's rowdy up there. I don't know. But
very quiet. In the evening, it does get that South Beach effect with the uplighting, but very quiet, peaceful area during the day.
Options, which I think is great.
I know a couple people have asked this about kids. There, I think I saw on that video that there is like a kids area, right? There's a, is it supervised, or how does that all work?
So we've got a camp on board, and piggybacking a little bit, I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly where I was going. But when Olivia said, people in different phases of their life, I always say, even if you don't have kids, know there's a place we keep them.
Oh, right.
We've got a whole camp for them. It's complimentary. It runs roughly from 8:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Then there's sitting until 1 in the morning. But it is supervised. All the counselors do have education backgrounds. It's for kids 2 to 11 years old, and we put them in different age groups, and they go around the ship, and they do different activities and scavenger hunts and all kinds of really fun, cool things. And then the 12 to 14-year-olds used to be in with that group, but they're too big to be lumped in with the babies these days. So they've got their own space to hang out in, and also the 15 to 17-year-olds have their own space too.
Oh, that's nice.
And for the 2 older groups, they do have activities directors, their own lounges. They can have a multimedia room. They can go play video games or watch a movie. But just giving them a place to go and hang out too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's great. As much as all that sounds fun, I'm super excited to leave Harper with Grandma.
I don't even have my kid yet, and I'm already like, oh, who's going to babysit me next year?
Grandma and Grandpa have already claimed that responsibility.
So, I know, so Mom can go on a trip.
Yeah, we're gonna have cousins hanging out with Grandma and Grandpa.
Right.
Oh, sweet.
Exactly.
Harper's in bed right now?
He's actually still awake, believe it or not. He is not even ready for bed. He's having like one of those days where he took an extra.
Very, very busy today. He's a very busy boy.
But yeah, normally he is in bed at this point.
You haven't cleared him on the coffee yet.
That's right. Oh yeah, we start him young in the ward house.
We also do want to mention and just repeat this that ladies, if you're thinking about bringing your husbands, but you're not sure there's a lot for them to do, Alex Respis, who's Courtney's husband, who was on Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition, Ben Ward, Olivia's husband, and my husband, Pate Young, who are all fitness enthusiasts but still are going to want to have a good time, have burgers and beers and all that kind of stuff. They're all going to be on the ship doing some, as my husband calls it, bro time. So if you're thinking about bringing a significant other, or you're thinking about bringing a boyfriend, or you're a guy and you're thinking about just coming to spend time with them and fellowship with them, I know they're 3 great guys that have had 3 totally different experiences in life, and so we're going to make sure that they're really included in a lot of our stuff too. So we're really excited that all 3 of them are going to get to come.
Yeah, and we're going to give them at least, one segment, because they, like Hannah said, they've all had 3 different experiences, but are all 3 very successful, living healthy, amazing lives. So we're going to give them kind of at least one moment, probably multiple ones throughout the week, but so that it's not just all female, because let's be honest, we want everybody to feel that they're going to get something specific, and the 3 of us, because we're female, we have a very specific, experience that we've had, and so don't worry, you can bring your husbands. They're going to have, moments that, they may do some workouts, some little seminar kind of things, and then, like Hannah said, definitely the bro time, for sure.
Of course.
And they're 3 fun guys, too. Let's just be honest. They're 3 very fun guys.
Yes, they are.
You will not be bored around them, that's for sure.
And don't forget Courtney's dad, Kevin.
Oh, don't forget K. Crow, for sure.
He always takes over the party, let's just be real.
He is the best.
Let me tell you, there is no better party than K. Crozier. He is the best.
True.
Does he wobble?
If he's got a couple of beers in him, he will.
Oh, absolutely he will.
Because I can guarantee you there will be the wobble, the Macarena, and the electric slide. Probably.
I love it.
We'll be all over all that.
Love it. I know how to do all 3 of those. Score. It's going to be great.
But you ladies bring up a good point from the cruising aspect. That's one thing that I hear. A lot of guys who maybe are hesitant, they kind of have their own idea of what their idea of fun is and maybe haven't considered a cruise and usually go kicking and screaming and come back and are the biggest advocates of cruising.
Oh, my God.
My husband tries to recruit everyone. It's just a fantastic vacation.
Yes. And I think, for whatever reason, and I don't even know why this is, and I'm sure Kirsten's going to be like, oh, Olivia, no. But I feel like some people, and, you know, I think maybe a long time ago, you think about, oh, shuffleboard on the Lido deck, like that is for silver hairs, which are now these days people who have silver hair are like some of the most active people ever. But I love the idea that really there was something for every age group on this.
There really was,
I mean, there were people who literally were just zenning out and just wanting the most peaceful, quiet vacation ever, and there were spots all over the boat for that. There were people who were, I mean, they were in that casino. It was like, you know, 10 a.m. and they were going to town. There were people already in the pool. You know, there was just so much going on, and that is something that you know, if you're, you know, young and you're thinking, oh, well, you know, I don't know, it's just cruising is something like my grandparents do or my parents did.
Right.
I mean, there was so much stuff for every age group on that boat.
Yeah, and I know we've all talked about it, or I've talked about with the three of you. You know, we carry more of everyone coming on board. We're really what's considered mass market. So we have more. We do have a lot of seniors. We have more seniors than the other cruise lines. We also have more children and more families, and just more of everyone coming on board. So there really is people from all walks of life on board. And what's actually funny is shuffleboard is kind of retro cool these days. We took it off, and then people wanted it back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's like a whole place in Brooklyn. It's called the something something shuffleboard club. I don't remember, and it is literally like shuffleboard, and all the young people are like tearing it up. So, you know, so that is available, you know, also, I'm sure. One question, if somebody wants to take this, because we have new people who haven't joined us the last couple of hangouts, so there's a lot of people who are not really sure about pricing. Does somebody want to answer about how much the deposit is, and is there a set amount, and how that works?
I'll take that one if you don't mind.
Okay, no, sure.
Yeah, so what we have is a block of rooms that we're holding. So we are asking for an initial deposit of $50 a person. So it's a $50 non-refundable deposit to hold your space. And then you don't need to have any money down until next June. So by next June, then you'll need to put another $200 down. And then the final payment date is August 20th, so almost a year from now that you'd have to have the full amount. So we are holding that space, though, that block, and I know the ladies know this, but we've got until September 1st right now. So we are holding on to that space at this original price point. After that, the pricing may change on us. So the rooms that we're holding right now, we're encouraging you to book as soon as possible. And it's only $50, and again, you can make payments on that. For those that are new, I work for Carnival. I don't actually make bookings. I get to talk all about it and do all the fun stuff. But the one actually doing all the hard work is Todd Crawford.
Yes.
He's at myonlinecruiseagency.com. He's actually stalking us right now on Facebook and sending us messages.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
We've already decided Todd should be president. We just have decided.
We definitely have.
That guy could make it all happen.
Yeah, Todd is awesome. And really, he is the one that has put all of this program together and done all the hard work. But he's also the one that would be making the reservation for you.
Right.
So if you are interested in joining us on board, and we're going to have a fantastic time, you need to give Todd a call. You have to book through him to be in our space, to be part of our events. But again, it's only $50, and the pricing that we have right now is held through September 1st. After that, pricing may increase.
So that's like 8 days, guys. 8 days.
Right. Get it together. And we were just saying last Google Hangout that even if you maybe are unsure about how much you want to be involved in the actual group, I mean, we're hoping everybody wants to be a part, but this is a great price for one vacation. So if you just want to book through us, you know, again, like we said, we hope you will be a part. But if you don't want to and you just want a good price on a crawfish, you're welcome to book through our event. You know,
and a year to pay for it. You have a year to pay for it, which is unbelievably generous.
That's right.
Todd Crawford said, "I'm going to make cruising great again."
Oh my gosh, Todd just said he's going to make cruising great again.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I didn't know it wasn't great.
Exactly. He was just making a little dig to the presidential joke that I made.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Because we all know that Carnival has been nailing cruising for years. I mean, you guys are like the best of the best.
So let me piggyback on what Todd just said. We actually have the Cat in the Hat on board our ships, and he's running for president.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'd vote for the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, yeah, we've got a partnership with Dr. Seuss Enterprises, and they're a lot of fun. They do these parades, they do a green eggs and ham breakfast, but apparently Dr. Seuss has a new book coming out this fall, so we are the campaign headquarters for the Cat in the Hat.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh
if you've got kids going anytime soon, they're voting on their favorite books, they're doing presidential parades on board, they're doing all kinds of silly things.
Well, that's neat.
Fun.
And then there's another question. Do we have until cruise time to pay for extras such as drinks, off boats, activities, etc.? Or does that have to be paid for before you get on the ship?
No, you can handle it however you'd like. So the cruise is the only part that you have to pay by next year, by August the 20th is the final payment date. That's the only thing you have to pay.
Right.
You can really book your shore excursions if you wanted to do the drink package, if you wanted to put anything extras on. Those are really the only two things you would do in advance, maybe the shore tours and the drink package. Everything else would be on board. So when you check in on your cruise, it's a cashless system, very much like going to a hotel or resort where everything is on your room key. So it's just one card for the whole cruise. You connect it to either cash or a credit card, and you use that for any onboard purchases. So if you purchase the drink package online in advance, all of your drinks would be on that card. They'd already have it listed there. If you bought something at the gift shop or bought any photos or wanted to book a shore excursion while you're on board, you can always wait until you're on the ship as well. That would go on your onboard account.
And that's so nice because from a safety standpoint, that's also wonderful. You're not having to worry about, oh, where did I leave my cash, or I have to go back to my room, or that's just nice that you're able to like have it all tied together on your key. That's great.
It is nice and convenient. All of the rooms do have safes in them, so you can lock your valuables, your passport, everything else away, and not worry about it for the cruise. Which actually, I said passport. Are you guys getting a lot of questions about what type of travel documents do people need?
Yes, that was one of the, somebody, as a matter of fact, asked me that a couple days ago, and I was like, I don't know. I'm going to find that out. So I'm so glad you reminded me to talk about that.
Yeah, so as long as you're a U.S. citizen, Customs and Border Patrol made an exception for cruise ships. They assume the same people leaving one city are the same people coming back. So you can still cruise on a birth certificate and a driver's license. Has to be a government-issued birth certificate, though, not the one from the hospital with baby feet on it.
Gotcha.
It has to be, city, county, or state, something official with a raised seal on it. So you don't need a passport, although keep in mind if you had an emergency back home and had to fly home for whatever reason, you would have to have a passport to fly back home.
Oh,
but you can still cruise.
But if you don't want to bring your birth certificate, you can just bring your passport, correct?
Absolutely. That covers everything.
And the good thing is, like you said, I mean, they have 446 days to get a passport if you need to do that.
Yeah.
Or you feel more comfortable doing that. So you got time. You got time.
You got plenty of time. Yeah.
And a passport runs about 110 these days, but it's good for 10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. And hopefully this will be the first of many fitness cruises. So it's the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
Do it one year, you're ready for the next.
That's right. So, well, Kirsten, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to add before we sign off? We had some great questions, I think, from everybody. This is so good.
I think we've covered just about everything. I know Todd messaged me a little while ago and said that we are doing late dining as a group. So just so everybody, when they're signing up, we're all doing late dining. But I am excited. I will tell you, this ship is probably one of the most exciting ships the company's had in many years. There's been a lot of hype. I personally can't wait to see it. And like I told you at the very beginning, you ladies are so full of joy and so welcoming and so much fun that even our people want to cruise with you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We are super, super excited.
Yeah.
And we do
just the same about you too, and everybody at Carnival has just been so awesome. So thank you so much too.
Oh, thank you.
And Courtney and Olivia and I do have our 3 picked winners for the $50 deposit. Yeah. So if these 3 people, if they've already made their deposit, we'll be sending you your $50 that you can have back. So Courtney, do you want to start us off with your winner?
Yes, my winner is Jenna Edwards. She's my YouTube friend, so we'll be in contact. We'll definitely chat about it, girl.
Okay. Congratulations, Jenna. Okay, Olivia?
Mine is Steph Magriso. I know she's had a couple of questions tonight, which I love. So we will be paying your I will be paying your $50 deposit, and I'm so excited to meet you in person.
Awesome. And my winner is Courtney Reepsum. I was trying to find her Instagram name, but I'm looking for it. CourtDiz516. So congratulations to Courtney, and we will be in touch with the 3 of you this week.
Yes, and I'll just throw in extra that we are extending the deadline a little bit longer through the end of August, so just like another week for our big grand prize that we talked about last week. The person who gets the most friends and or family or anybody to sign up under their name will get the
and all you have to do to be eligible for that is the $50 deposit has to be down.
That's right. That's it.
And, and there's already someone in the lead, so if you're thinking about inviting other people, you might want to get cracking on that.
Yeah, we decided to like extend it just a little bit because there were like a couple people who were neck and neck with one another. So we want to give y'all another. So, and if you haven't jumped in the pool yet, it's not too late. You got another week.
No, that's right.
Toss in some $50, and it'd be great. Yeah.
And we have more giveaways to come, so you just stay tuned. Keep checking our Instagrams, our Facebooks, and our YouTubes, and looking for Google Hangouts because we do have more prizes in the prize closet.
That's right. And Kirsten, thank you again so much for joining us. We hope you'll join us again. Like, this was so much fun.
Absolutely. My first Google Hangout. I would love to join you guys again.
Oh, my gosh. You nailed it. You did so great.
Thank you so much because I learned so much tonight, too.
Absolutely.
I really, really appreciate it.
I did, too.
Great way to start a week. Great way to end a Monday, too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It was. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm so excited.
I wish it was tomorrow. Like, I wish I would really be
Me
tomorrow.
too.
I know. I mean, seriously, I keep thinking 446 days, but it's going to go like that, people. It's
That's
gonna
right.
go
It's going to
like
go fast.
that. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, we will see you all soon. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.